2.
This incident caught the principal's close attention. But it wasn't out of concern for me, the model student, it was because of Ryan. Ryan's father was a well-known and wealthy businessman. To transfer Ryan to our school, he donated over $80 million. Our school wasn't even the best in the city, so when I heard about it, I thought his dad had lost his mind. Later, I realized it was I who had lost my mind. I stood in the corner with my head down, trying to make myself invisible. I knew this wasn't my fault. I had reason on my side, so I wasn't afraid. But I couldn't stand the principal's flying spit. If I didn't keep my distance, I was afraid my clothes would get soaked. Nina, why aren't you focusing on your studies? What's all this about puppy love? And with Ryan of all people? How could you even compare to him? What kind of car do his parents drive? What kind of car does your mom drive? Just wait until your mom gets here. I'll show you. Before the principal's spit could even hit the ground, a commotion erupted outside. Ryan, that must be your dad. Quick, come with me to greet him. I stood by the window and watched as the principal, wearing a sycophantic grin, dragged Ryan by the arm toward a red Ferrari. My mom stepped out of the Ferrari wearing 10-centimeter platform heels. The principal pushed up his 5mm thick glasses and squinted as he sized up my mother. You're Ryan's mom? My mom hooked her slender finger under her sunglasses and slowly parted her lips. Right now, I'm Nina's mom. Where's my daughter? Before the principal could even close his gaping mouth, he turned to look at me through the window. I quickly ran out and stood by my mother's side. When I saw her hand with the half-finished manicure, my heart warmed.
My mom still cares about me.
But the next second, I watched as my mom hugged Ryan, laughing so hard she nearly doubled over. Ha ha ha. Good, very good. You're so handsome. The principal cleared his throat twice. Madam, please be mindful. Your daughter's puppy love situation is quite serious. We must address it strictly today. I saw Lily standing behind the principal, a wicked smirk on her face, as she raised an eyebrow to taunt me. Ryan's dad walked over to Ryan's side and looked me up and down with an expression I couldn't quite decipher. Hearing the principal's words, my mother finally remembered me and snorted softly. Deal with my daughter? On what grounds? My mom took my hand and walked over to Ryan and his dad. Nina, call him Dad. Even if it was to save me from a school punishment, she couldn't just marry me off on the spot, could she? My mom clearly saw the doubt in my furrowed brow and gave me a sharp knock on the head. What are you thinking? This is your dad, your biological father. I followed my mother's gaze to Ryan's father, who was smiling affectionately. The whole farce ended after my family reunion. The principal smiled apologetically as he escorted my parents out. I knew a good student like Nina couldn't possibly be having a puppy crush. Mister, don't worry. I'll get to the bottom of this and give Nina and Ryan a proper explanation. A few days later, the principal discovered that Lily was the one spreading the rumors. Lily's father was supposedly a high-ranking executive at some company, and her family was exceptionally well off. Out of respect for my father, the principal ultimately had Lily write a self-criticism and apologize to me. On the night of the apology, I was cornered in an alley by Lily and her gang. Lily, Nina is Ryan's sister. Isn't this a bit too much? Lily turned and glared at the lackey who had spoken, then looked at me with disdain, deliberately raising her voice. My dad is an executive at Ryan's dad's company. He told me Nina was never officially recognized. She's just an illegitimate child. Does she really think she's some rich young lady? Look at whether they even acknowledge her. As she spoke, Lily threw a bottle that shattered at my feet. Shards cut my calf, and blood instantly seeped through the skin, trickling down to my ankle. That's right. Just when I thought my moment of glory had arrived, my dad never showed up again. My mom and I continued living our old lives. I asked my mom if I was an illegitimate child. My mom said she had indeed run away while pregnant. I was the ball, but I was definitely not illegitimate, and she wasn't a homewrecker. As for why my mom and dad separated, my mom simply said it was grown-up business and told me not to pry. Not acknowledge her? Then acknowledge you?